Hello, good afternoon. My name is Isis Davila, and before we start, I did want to apologize because I have been under the weather. I'm hoping it's not too difficult to understand me, but we're not giving up. So, we're going to talk today about the overburdened employee. We see that all over the place. We see it with employment, we see it in team groups in school. We see it since the very beginning when kids are in elementary. We always see that outgoing, extra burst of energy, team player, leadership person who takes the role to start the project, to start the initiative. They're very initiative on what's needed. They want to keep going and they want to be doing everything. However, we do know that things like that can burn out that person. Does it affect that person? Yes. And it also affects the rest of the team. It's like a little domino effect. When that person is in charge of everything, they burn out, they get tired, they're stressed. One, it's not fair for the rest of the people. I'm sorry, for that person while having a whole team of people to be there. As mentioned in psychological safety learning behavior, it is important to always give clear expectations, provide roles, who's going to do what, and make sure that you inform them of what you're going to be checking. For example, in the case of a teamwork, when there's a project of different people assigned to a role, a project, um, you are very clear as to what the expectations are. You tell them who's going to do what. You need a team collaboration, not only one person being doing it all. It's not fair for that person, and we need everybody to collaborate. Um, we are going to do the explanations. Then, as a supervisor or as a teacher, even you can be doing walkthroughs, do on random observations. You can provide positive feedback and let them know, hey, like this is going on and we can do this. Provide feedback like, hey, that's good job, you're going the correct route. That will increase the individual's motivation and want them to keep going. Additionally, can also work on giving them a score and be like, this is the progress we've done, this is the goal, this is the vision, this is the goal, this is the expectations, you guys are doing great, you have to continue going, and just keep reminding the staff of what the project and the goal is. To avoid any one person taking the whole team doing the whole project by themselves, I personally think it's very clear to be to mention the important roles of everybody. Mention how we are all one. Remind them about the vision that we have and how we're going to collaboratively bring this goal on board. Let them know how the important their information is, how valued their information is, and it's not only about that one person. We need to make sure that everything is on board, everything is flowing correctly. We will continue this in the in my plan for the company. I would also include a measurement of the outcomes. As I mentioned, we would include how the progress we've made. I would include the progress we made because even if it's a tiny bit, it's progress, but we also have expectations that we need to do. So we would include, again, remind them about what the vision is, what the goal is, what we're trying to do. Remind them about their roles. If there's any confusion going on, remind them I'm there to provide any guidance. If there's any arguments going on, be there, step in, be like, okay, like what's going on, clear it out, what the expectations are. We know that sometimes in a group where there's a multitasking, problem solving, people may become a little overwhelmed, especially if they're not like a team person. That's when we step in as a supervisor and we guide them as to how to do better, what's best for them. Explain again what the goal is, explain again what the roles are, and always praise them on their achievements. It's very important to continue praising them because that helps them continue. And additionally, I would also check in with them to see how they're feeling overall about the project, their mental health, their stress levels. I want to make sure that they're feeling better, good themselves, because if they're not okay within themselves, they may be bringing out extra stress to the team. They may not accomplish their goals. They may not accomplish what we're looking for because they're not doing well. I want to make sure that they feel comfortable with everything that's going on. I want them to be able to explain, to tell me what's going on. If it's not personal, of course, it's not like a must. They tell me, but at least they could tell me what they're seeing as the outcome, what's working, what's not working, what can we do differently, how can I support them, how maybe a change in roles that they better fits their own personality and work styles. Obviously, open up for suggestions. Have be active listening and active communication skills, which is a very important in this type of setting, especially when you're overseeing a team who's supposed to be working together, and that way they don't feel burned out, the team doesn't feel burned out, that and they're able to achieve better and complete that goal that we're looking for.